Przeszło? Przeszło. Chyba działa. Kontynuujemy zabawę. No cóż, Patryk, no tak to jest. Jakby potrwa godzinę, tak jak zawsze, to myślę, że będzie szybko, nie? W sensie, że jeszcze będę streamował. Jak tam? Lepiej.
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave, or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Pasowałoby to wygrać.
We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. That was
What's wrong
sneaky.
with your legs?
What the fuck was that? Sacre. You're fast.
Cover your right side. You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through. Left arm lower.
You're fast.
Look in my eyes, not at my sword.
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Swing
was
with your
sneaky.
whole arm, not just your wrist.
Not bad for a priest.
Stand firm.
Who taught you
Otherwise, the
that?
first strike will put you on your ass.
Enough. That will do.
No, i porobiony.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war, right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important.
Witam, Marcin.
You and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
O nie.
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right, then. You've heard Job's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we
No
can't
dzień.
wait
Spokojnie,
about an hour
powoli,
to back us up.
bez żadnych
No one's going to pay for
niespodzianek.
it, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against.
Ciekawe, czy tak zostanie.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Okej.
Exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Are we not on the same...
We are, but an alliance is of no use if it doesn't also guarantee safety.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hunnish lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop
No tak, bawimy się w swatkę. Dzień dobry.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bushek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yidka.
Bushek of Kunstadt? The Bushek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
Myślę, że Jankowi to się może nie spodobać. Witam, Magda.
Your niece Yidka.
So Hanush agrees.
Indeed.
Then I will
Thank you.
enough formality.
Cheers to the beautiful lady.
Here's to a good...
No i co teraz? To bądź poparcie Anny Waldstein. A to gdzie to jest?
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks. Stage for his final performance.
Tu nie ma nikogo. O, jest.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that.
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't...
Christ.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their... Although, between the two of us, it isn't...
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom.
I am rarely...
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this...
Not only for people, but also...
Then you're in the right place.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. So,
Nothing more than support and resources for an army.
nothing more. I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me?
Sigismund won't take revenge on a...
Maybe he wouldn't directly. But nasty act. If you want me to support you,
Do you have something in...
well, one of the guests here,
Who's that?
Harmon Al. Now, If you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No, no. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives are disappointed that I dared outlive him, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their...
And the papers I'm...
just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace,
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags. Bring them to me, but watch yourself.
Mhm.
Raise a small army. He caused us a shitload of trouble.
What brings you here?
Those shenanigans of his have got to stop.
Chyba już.
I've got those papers from all...
Quiet!
My lady, with all the clamour, here they are. You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you, noble lady.
Yes, quite. But let's...
How could I refuse a...
And to the success...
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the success...
Is this?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you...
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bojek of...
Both of them. Good.
This is going to be a long story.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the verbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Witam, prorok. Wisisz mi za kepsa. Bo wysłałeś zdjęcie, a się nie podzieliłeś. Może kiedyś.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Margaret, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, rightfully so. These counselors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year.
Już nie pamiętam, które to było, czy to było czerwone, czy nie.
The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries. They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'll have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raposh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
No, sire. It would be inappropriate for me to drink with you. I apologize.
As you wish. To your health, Marquardt. And to our upcoming victory.
Break in.
Oho.
I couldn't resist you either. The sausages were awesome.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, so
Touching?
come now.
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
Ciekawostka, ciekawe. Nie tak ciekawe jak kebab, którego fajnie by było mieć teraz na biurku, ale ciekawa. Dzięki, prorok. I witam, Patryk, jeśli się nie witałem, to wybacz.
We've run dry. Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get some.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pitchers brought and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find.
You can bet on it.
I don't.
Yes.
Tempora mutantur et nos mutamur ignis.
Good health.
You do it. Like a queen.
If the queen did this, there wouldn't be...
Okej, dobrze się tam bawią, nie będę im przeszkadzał.
They got by without us so far. They'll be fine. You're right. I don't know about you.
Jakieś tam wino podniosłem. Kaczmarka base. No trochę tak.
Baron Vaku Boku.
Fucking's for beggars. I'd rather eat well.
No tu się dzieje.
The rat'll be good. Everybody likes a drop of white.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
No, chyba jednak nie.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Ja tylko po wino poszedłem.
Jesus! They're surrounding Christopher. He can't make it on his own. I'll be done with you in a flash.
Die! Godwin! There'll be none left for you!
Have this for your effort.
Nice strike!
You caught him out swinging.
Step back!
You're
Stand
mine!
your ground!
You caught him out swinging. Get him!
That's right! Drive those horses out!
Smash him on the head. He's done for.
You won't be able to take another one like that!
I'll act your ass off. Come on, man.
Oho. Mam nadzieję, że mam swój pancerz. Pewnie, że kurwa nie. Tak by było, no.
Do it!
Bash him on the head.
He's done for.
That hit home.
I'll tear you a new asshole, you fucker!
Ten fire shield. Boguta pięściami napieprzon?
That was a close shave. A little too close. Fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too. They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Aha.
She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
Nasze pieniądze umarły.
May she rest in peace. She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing. Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I won't give up on the fucker.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Bergau did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund. Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all.
Witam, Artur.
Rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too. Anyway, we've got work to do.
Co słuchajcie rycerzem? Nie wiem. Czegoś mi brakuje w życiu ostatnio.
Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We can't give up now. It would only show Sigismund that he has nothing to fear.
Exactly. This is a test and an opportunity to show that we stand by our allies, whatever the cost.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked...
What did you talk about?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you...
It's true, I did not. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What?
Yes.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of...
I know what it's like. My real father rejected...
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know, I will never see...
I can tell you about him if you want. This is not the end. With Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the...
The king has approved
He's no king to me. He's a fucking...
What's a...
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack them, and all that with the...
This is what we were afraid of. We need to get back into the city and get... Will you come with us?
I'll come.
Very well.
Let's not waste...
No, step bro.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What bring...
Well, I heard you were having some kind of... And I see, instead of that...
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't... Can we borrow the wagon you want?
But of course.
Could you stop blabbering already?
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you...
All right. But could you please tell me what...
I'll explain to you...
Are you coming
Of course.
But do you think that's a good idea? No offense...
I'm not. But I...
All right, then.
To jadymy.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
settle down, son? If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Enough with the talking. Can't we really go any faster?
Just hold on tight back there.
What's the matter? Why are we stopped?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive.
But how?
We will go. There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town.
Won't it collapse?
We'll find out. Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the blessed way.
No to sobie poczekamy.
You killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little curva. My arse is getting numb. Do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
O, mamy kontrolę.
Follow me.
Super. Nie mamy kontroli.
Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this.
I think there's someone.
Go and check it out. I'll gather up my things.
Tam się tłuką. Aha.
I saw him go to Eric's tent to give him a piece of his mind, but never saw him come out.
Search the whole place, they say. Bring any important-looking documents. How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like? I ain't never seen none.
Miało być po cichu, ale nie wyszło. Nie jestem hitmanem. No, ale tak powinno być, nie? Jakby nie patrzeć, no jak dostaniesz mieczem po mordzie, no to... Tak powinno być, no. Jakby pamiętasz, jak pan Wołodyjowski bodajże z Kmisicem walczyli? Jeden cios. Jeden cios wystarczył. Matko Bosko, kochano, co jest nie tak z tym zamkiem? Jeszcze raz. Była szabla i nimi zbroi. No tak. Tak było.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right. Sam, you're back already. How does it look outside?
Tylko 8 osób. No. Ludziom się już znudził Henryczek, no.
But there are more outside the gate.
Warhammera ogląda więcej. Ale niestety, no... Niestety, muszę dokończyć tego Henryczka, dlatego chciałbym go jak najszybciej skończyć.
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already...
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. I'm really sorry about your friends.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Amartes. This Erik is really pissing me off. I've never...
What about...
She is, thank God. I told her to...
All right.
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. We have...
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else...
But sir, if any more...
I can take care of... God be with you.
Mhm. No tak, tylko że jutro jest stream z grzechem, to nie chcę.
I have to help him. Bring Ma here.
What?
Don't worry, Ma'am.
Mein Gott!
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded.
Wait!
My name is Henry.
Of course.
I'm his...
Was sagst?
Sam told me...
Watch out! More are coming!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but
we have to get to this...
Through the backyard! Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
O matko, 3 dni później. Już mi się odechciało.
Let us unit them live! Can you help them?
They'll stab
Chyba jednego się udało. Tak, dzisiaj czwartek.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard! Chain! Broke yet? Yeah.
Mummy.
Kiss them all down!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Oho.
There they are. Well, now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back.
For how long, though?
As long as we need to.
No to let's do it. Tylko jest ich całkiem sporo.
I feel quite hungry!
Bleeding like you're stuck pig. Bleeding like you're stuck pig. Kill them! Forgive you! What are you looking at? Kick your asses! Bleeding like a stuck pig. Not him! And you'll get another, right? Fuck around, damn him on the head! Right on the noggin! Rid this place of you! Yeah! That's what will be done! It's a wonder you're still standing! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry, come on!
Let's go!
Gott mohel mir. Let's go. It's this way.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Don't worry, even if that happened.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I know this might not be the best time.
Right now? Well, how is Martin? Oh, the hen of Shutsura, it's Roy Hayam.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went...
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the mark. At least you survived.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to...
Do not worry about it. I am...
Is everything...
Yes.
And what about you?
No.
Not for a lack of suitors.
But we saw them all off pretty quickly. Isn't that right, mein Sohn?
But why...
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa. Forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other.
That means
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to... I did not even have time to tell Martin. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had
Did Martin not...
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin. But he did...
If only he had gone all...
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father...
And did you ever go look...
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around.
How did you meet...
It was such a... He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town. But there was no place among...
And...
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me on... Then it went schlag auf schlag.
All right.
Before you go, tell me.
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Though I dream about him quite often. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins.
He was absolutely...
Well, look at...
You saved all our lives. He raised you...
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but even if not related...
Well, I did not expect... And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not... What are your plans?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colin.
Everything should be...
Take care of yourself.
Have a safe trip.
Sei gesund.
No to się porobiło. No, stara się. Spoko, jutro będzie dużo ludzi. Jutro będziemy politykować i alkoholizować się. Jest tu gdzieś beczka? A raczej balia. Żeby choć trochę wyglądać jak człowiek.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Fortunately, we saved most of the people.
Fuck.
Samuel and the rabbi took those who...
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what...
Well, Samuel said he wants to be around for that.
I see. But if he's gone to Colin, oh well. At least we'll have time to...
All right.
At your service, sir.
You silly doggy.
Nie wiem. Czy Grzechu nie wie, że taki stream, nie?
Can we start the meeting? Aye, we're all... Right, gentlemen.
I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in.
And they nearly
Yes, and they attacked the Jew.
Thanks a lot for reminding me.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of them.
That's true. Good work, men.
It was a massacre. They shot at us.
Yeah. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place.
It is nice that you found my people suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend.
Well,
We shouldn't give up.
except that Sigismund does the League of Law. And what do we have? Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're...
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans?
Von Bergov is just Sigismund's puppet.
Aye. It would be better to go straight after the most heavily guarded man in the kingdom.
Sigismund is out of reach. But perhaps we can get to Von Bergov. And
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand.
Why kill him? You know what the ransom...
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can...
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a
There's no maybe about...
So we steal the one for...
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on.
You got another cunning plan that's guaranteed?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's She told me Von Bergov has it, but it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in, and it might not be that well guarded.
So we'll steal it. We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks.
I see you've learned something. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Praguers, so he can...
And if we succeed, what then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a...
So you'd rather hide and ambush flower wagons? Are we common thieves?
No, patrzcie tylko. Jeszcze wczoraj przerzucał gówna, a dziś ten prawdziwy chojrak.
I know going up against Von Bergov is dangerous.
Dangerous, my arse.
That's enough. Von Bergov has to die. Painfully. And above all... And if there are not enough...
Well, well. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier?
We can't take it.
Drop the courtesies, please.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that.
No, not...
Then we'll fucking get... We'll find a good spot for an ambush. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the...
I was afraid you... I can just see the look on Von Bergov's face.
That's settled then. Catherine will... In the meantime, add it here.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit...
And what are we...
We're going to prepare a...
What do you say?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for?
When you fast, you're only allowed to eat things that live in water.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wyjeżdżaj stąd. To po co się tak dojechałeś, Patryk? Powiedz mi. Powiedz mi. Po co się tak zajechałeś?
Quick.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
I'm telling you, ain't I? Your men smashed all my pictures. And
Ah, there he...
Henry?
Zizka sent me.
Oh, all right. But you better come this evening. We're too...
I'm here.
So I see. Haven't you...
Christ, what's the holdup?
My God, these furry mutts.
I'm here.
Come.
Where's that?
Stop.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If relax a bit. Yeah.
All right.
Come now, Henry. Don't say you've never had...
Well, it's true.
Oh, there's more to you than...
Let's just say I'm quite popular in Talmberg. Especially Lady Stephanie is always pleased to see me.
Come now. Would a noble woman give you the time of day? You'd soil her just...
Don't believe me? Please yourself.
I believe every word of it, your lordship. I'd rather you told me. You say Zizka sent you.
That's right. It's about von Bergov's cannon.
Aye.
We want to steal it.
Have you all gone mad?
I know. That's why Zizka sent me here. I'm supposed to...
Ah, so what do you...
Information. When are the Praggers going to take the...
That's what you're supposed to... But it looks like they got held up for some reason. Sometimes I hear them complain.
Where is the cannon?
In the upper part of the camp where all the local captains... They've put up a palisade around the entire hilltop. And the guard at the... And what's more, they say the whole camp's...
And you think it's...
That's the only place it can be.
Do you know anything about...
Not much. I've heard they...
Who's in charge?
Ah, that's a pretty complicated question. They run the whole camp. Sigismund is holed up in Sedlets with his toadies and doesn't take much of an interest. The Cumans are under the command of a fellow called Chertan. Then there is Grozaf, who runs the camp. And then there are the Praggers, led by Dietrich.
What is this?
He's the commander of all the Cumans who marched into Bohemia. Sigismund officially gives the orders, of course. I've met him a couple of times. He's a tough fella.
Who's this
He's in charge of everything here. He's a noble. They say he ran up debts and fell out with... Watch out for him. You know how it is.
This Katz.
He's in charge of the Prague Artillery Regiment. You should know him, in fact.
That Horison who nearly...
Calm down. You'll get your revenge.
Do you have any idea how I could...
The best thing would be to join up. There are never enough men. But it won't... Ah, they won't let you. But down by the shooting range, you'll find a fella they call Crow. He's Katz's right-hand man.
And once I've joined...
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlets. And above all, why. And once you've got it sorted out with them, and you're gonna all ride out...
The plan's got more holes than a sieve. Well, I can't think of a better...
What holes? The hardest thing will be getting you enlisted. Is there anything else you want to ask?
That's all I need.
Get out of the water then. Though I have to admit, you've scrubbed up nicely.
As long as it's...
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me.
Greetings. What do you want?
Are you the one that...
I'm only Crow to good friends. Or which group do you...
Well, neither, I reckon. But I hope that'll change.
You and a dozen other ne'er-do-wells. I've had fellas pestering me ever since Radovan let slip that we get double the pay. Go and ask Lord Borumlaka, I mean. You'll fit in better with him.
That'd be a waste of...
Oh, really?
I'm the best warrior far and wide. Give me any weapon.
That's all very well, but it don't knock me on my arse. It's what's... Is there anything else?
I'm a blacksmith. That's useful, isn't it?
Aye, we need that. God knows we do.
I know about herbs. If you have a sore throat or need...
That kind of thing always comes in handy, but we have a physician. And one, we don't need another.
Oh, damn it, is that still not enough?
For you to stop. You're a bit pushy for me.
I want to serve the king. Sigismund should take things in hand here and impose order.
Interesting. Most people in these...
Only I'm not most people. Please.
All right. We lost... You know what? I'll go and see Katz, our commander. He'll know what to do.
Okej. Nawet się udało.
Fuck are you?
My name's Henry, sir.
So you turn up and expect us to drop to our knees in awe? Crow, why did you let this fucker in?
I thought you might want to take a look at him. He might be even mouthier than I am, but he's pretty handy with a sword. Not like the...
Well, if that's true, but we'll have to try you out first in any case.
You're not going on about that stupid charter.
As many as it takes. Don't tell me you're not fed up with being stuck here. So, this is your test, Henry. Either... What do you say?
Well...
Now that's what I call enthusiasm. With an attitude like yours, we'll never get out of this Listen up, then. Some of our men have gone missing. 7 of them. They had a very important cargo they were supposed to...
It seems they were last seen somewhere...
Maybe they just...
Not in our regiment.
I don't give a shit what happened to them. They could have been eaten by squirrels for all I care. There's a very important charter in it.
All right.
Wait, damn it. You don't... Meshach. One of those...
And you're only telling me this now? So question him.
Go ahead.
Meshach was bought back on a cart. Some peasant. He's been in the infirmary since then. That's about it, then.
Don't worry, sir.
Oh, God, lad. You're pretty sure of yourself. Isn't he? You know what? Go and see Puta, the captain of the mercenaries who serve here. Son, he'll go and requisition some supplies with him. And with a bit of luck, you'll get us something to eat. Now go. And don't...
Good doggy, good boy.
Czyli 2.
I'm looking for... So, you came straight to me. In any case, you found your man.
Sorry to say...
Very busy?
Henry, sir.
Big? Wise?
I'm sorry, I was just a bit taken by surprise.
I know very well what you meant. I've had such a Have you never heard of Prester John, or the Christian kingdom of...
I think our parish...
Tell me then, how the people in those stories...
Well, I thought that...
And as you see, so please...
Commander Katz sent me.
Yes, he's lying over there.
But I need to talk...
Then, when he was brought here, he was mumbling about...
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need... What if we brew something with mint? That way...
That is... One can make a decoction from Varelian and mint, which is called cockerel, but it must be very strong.
So what are you waiting for?
It is not a simple matter just to brew some potion and pour it down his throat.
I'll do it then.
You? It seems that you know a little about me.
Fuck that. Katz gave me an order.
Very well then. If the Prague army wants to gamble with its soldiers' lives, my alchemical apparatus is all yours, friend. You'll find...
No dobra, tylko co ja mam mu uważać? Środek trzeźwiący. Mhm. To fajnie, że jebany pchlarz mi kurwa zepsuł całą animację. Koguci eliksir. Mięta i waleriana. Nie mam waleriany, super. A miętę mam? Nie mam nic. A ty mi nie sprzedasz? Skąd ja mam wziąć miętę i waleriany, no? Inaczej, skąd ja mam to wziąć o tej porze? Może twórcy gry są na tyle łaskawi i dają to wokół obozu gdzieś. Chociaż wątpię. Świetlik. Tak, słyszałem. Usłyszałem dzisiaj gdzieś tak koło południa. Nagietek. Rumianek. Jołun. Każdego szkoda, tak ci powiem. Każdego szkoda. Ty kurwa. Czemu nie mogę się pozbyć pchlarza? Czemu on jest ze mną permanentnie? No popatrz, będzie się pelętać. Mogę go zastrzelić? Koniec pewnej epoki. Szczerze, jakby nie dla mnie, bo ja w tym nie partycypowałem. Jakby wiem, że to gdzieś istniało w tle, ale jakoś nigdy specjalnie nie byłem z tym związany, nie? Dobra, googlujemy, mam to gdzieś, naprawdę. Super. Na pierwszej mapie mi pokazują. No, ja wiem. Wiem coś o tym. Szczęście w nieszczęściu. No, czemu to gówno za mną się nagle łazi? Serio, nie hodujesz mięty? Żywokost. Wykurwię temu psu zaraz, naprawdę. Nienawidzę kompanionów w grach. Po prostu nienawidzę. Tylko 3? Oby wystarczyło. A, jedna jest, okej, to mięty potrzebuję więcej. O, to patrzymy, gdzie jest mięta. W najgorszym wypadku po prostu do Gutenberga chodźmy i tyle.
Good fellow. Could you help me, please?
Nie, nie mogę ci pomóc.
I don't have time right now.
Dobra, mam 7 mięty. Mogę wracać do obozu. Jakby ja chyba tylko raz w życiu miałem już taki etap przedawkowania kofeiny, że mi się aktywowała biegunka. Ale też miałem jakby takie coś w zasadzie takich połatania serca, palpitacji, nie wiem, cokolwiek takiego. Też doprowadziłem się do takiego stanu, ale to było bardzo głupie, bardzo dawno temu i od tamtego czasu już tego nie robiłem. Już się jakby nauczyłem, żeby z kofeiną nie przesadzać. Czemu mi się kurwa pies pelęta? Jakby... Gdybym grał sam, już bym go dawno zabił. Ja wam to mówię. Łazi za mną pchlarz i się nie chce odjebać. No cześć, cześć. Koci eliksir. Utrzyj miętę i dodaj do kociołka. A ile sztuk mięty? 2. Gotuj przez 1 obrót klepsydry. A, bo jeszcze baza. Baza musi być, nie, prorok? Będziesz potrzebował alkoholu, garści wanilii i 2 garści mięty. Alkohol. Jeden? Dodaj walerianę i gotuj przez 2 obroty. Alkohol i mięta podoba mi się, no. I jeszcze waleriana, czymkolwiek to jest. Wydestyluj. Okej, będziemy destylować. Nie wiem jak się destylowało, ale ciul. Wiem, że tym. Ale to chyba po prostu fiolka i destylator, nie? Koguci eliksir Henryka, no i jest. No lepszego nie ma, no.
That doesn't matter. We don't have time for introductions. The document you were
I've no idea. Cats didn't tell us anything, and I can't.
Who did this to you?
Ambush. No, it was them. They attacked me.
I need to know where the rest of the men who...
I'm not sure. Listen, will I be all right?
The brew is wearing off, most likely. No, you're not gonna die.
Rest.
Mhm. To się dowiedzieliśmy, no. Dobrze, to zawęziło nasz obszar poszukiwań. Bardzo dobrze. Waleriana na uspokojenie. Na uspokojenie ja zaraz będę musiał sobie zrobić kawę, ale to chyba sobie po prostu zrobię już po streamie o 21:00. Już nie będę tak jakby przedłużał tego i tak krótkiego streama. Znaczy krótkiego, no typowy 3 godziny. Chociaż myślę, żeby te streamy troszeczkę dłuższe robić. Tylko kurde, no jakby to robić. Muszę coś przegadać. Może dojdą pewne zmiany jeszcze w tym miesiącu co do mojego streama. Mam nadzieję pozytywne zmiany dla was. Chociaż z taką oglądalnością to ja nie wiem, czy jest sens coś robić, nie? Nie no, może będzie dobrze.
This must be the missing soldiers. I reckon they won't be too pleased to see me. I have to find the painted chest with the charter, and then make myself scarce. I could go for something to eat now.
Henryk, ty byś teraz jadł? Serio? Nie mamy co. No i kurwa kundel mi zwabia! Bo mnie zaraz to zczyści z tym skurwysyńskim czworonogiem. Co ja mam z tym zrobić? Czemu to się do mnie kurwa przykleiło? No nie mam opcji pod altem kurwa. Mam inną opcję. Pod drugim przyciskiem myszy. No. Nie da się go wyjebać, zawsze się altem dawało, no kurwa. Gogle. Okej, to jest bug. Super. 10 na 10 gra. Skurwa glitch. I muszę iść się gdzieś przespać, żeby się pozbyć tego tego pieska. To teraz mi się przydała Waleriana. Jakby... Po co są kompanioni w grach? Nie mam pojęcia. Kompanioni mogą być tylko w jedynej formie. Kurwa, w koopie kontrolowani przez innego gracza, a niekoniecznie przez AI. Bo to jest bardziej A niż I. Naprawdę. Daj mi spokój. O wow. Dobra, odzyskałem FPS-y. Myślałem, że jeszcze... Jak ja słyszę tego psa... No nie, no jest tylko jedna opcja, nie? Zobaczymy, prześpię się. Może to coś da.
Greetings to you two.
Naprawdę, takie bugi. Tak, bo to jest teoretycznie pies Henryka, czy teoretycznie to jest pies Henryka, tylko że go dało się zawsze zostawić, a teraz się do mnie po prostu po tym questie ostatnim przykleił. I nie mam co zrobić z nim, nie wiem jak się go kurwa pozbyć.
It's a lovely new day.
And to you.
Zjeść, no. Tak kontempluję właśnie. No nie, no nie mam opcji, żeby nic z nim zrobić, no kurwa. Super, mam teraz permanentnie zgliczowaną grę, nie mogę się kurwa kundla pozbyć. I mi będzie przeszkadzał jakby w misjach skradankowych. Super.
I'm sorry.
Wykurwiaj. Mnie tak zaczyna irytować. No nie da się. Nie da się, nie ma opcji alt. Kurwa mać. Zajebana gra. Każą sprawdzić spójność plików gry. Co to da, nie wiem. Dajcie mi chwilę. Oj, 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 oj. Spokojnie, spokojnie, to ja będę w grobie. A jak mi teraz jeszcze to sprawdzenie plików zepsuje mody, które ja mam, bo mam kilka modów w tej grze, to się zdenerwuję. Naprawdę. Bardzo się zdenerwuję. Poczekajcie chwilkę, bo się... 65% już. Weryfikacja przebiegła pomyślnie. Nic się nie pobrało. Fizycznie nic się nie pobrało. Czyli gra działa. Witam, Mariusz. To są chyba te problemy, o których Gnomix mówił. Że się powoli zaczynają. Możesz wykurwiać? Gdzieś cię słyszałem. A teraz nawet już... Teraz żadnej interakcji... Dobra, powiedzcie mi, że nie mam z nim żadnej interakcji i że jak ja się tepnę, to kurwa jego nie będzie ze mną. Prawda? Skoro nie mam z nim żadnej interakcji. Ta gra się psuje coraz bardziej z każdym uruchomieniem. Dobra, nie ma go. Jezu Chryste, nie ma go. Całe szczęście. I niech się więcej nie pokazuje. Oni gdzieś mają tutaj jakąś kolorową skrzynkę. Pytaj, śmiało. Odciągniesz mój umysł od zgliczowania tej gry. Także pytaj śmiało. Mhm. Czy to jest w tym domu? Mierzyłem się na rajd po jednego Pokemona. Także no. O Jezu.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life!
Calm down. I just want to talk.
Talk then, before I kick your arse out.
No, chciałbym, ale nie mogę. O, dzięki, gro.
I've only come for one
What fucking Hold on. Dobrodele. A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for. Hey.
I found Mishek,
And he told...
Dopardili. So he survived and sent you after us?
No, not after you. Just to get the charter. He's...
Ah, I see.
There's no point dragging this out, is there?
And you'll leave us?
Go wherever you like.
All right. It's up in the loft, and you never saw. About time.
Okej. Dobra, udało się bez skradania się, zabijania i tak dalej. Zbierasz Pokemony, no. Hopeless, jaki ty masz komputer? Jak masz dobry, to jak lubisz Pokemony, to może byśmy tak w Palworlda zagrali, co? Też dobra gierka. No diabetyk, miałem zadać pytanie. Te misje dotyczące tych laboratoriów po prostu brać misje po kolei, aż się w końcu pojawiają? Chyba tak? Nie wiem, w Gammie nie grałem w fabułę. Ale chyba tak. Chłop na strumyku? Nie wiem, czy na strumyku, ale no, na pewno po prostu mogłaby zagrać. Chociażby na loży. Nie wiem, jak masz wystarczająco dobry komputer, to byś musiała podać model laptopa, jakieś części i tak dalej, to bym ci powiedział, żeby zadziałał. Ale popatrz, Hopeless. Popatrz, jak dobrze możesz mnie dofinansować. Wejdź ze mną na jakiś strumyk. Dzięki temu ja będę miał pieniądze, których ty mi nie dajesz. Czy coś, nie wiem. Taki schemat piramidowy mi się ustawił. Żeby tutaj torfunę zbić, Hopeless, torfunę. Podzielę się z tobą 20-80. Oczywiście dla ciebie 20. Co ty na to? 4 sztaby, pan Lipski, 1 pan Siara. Sami rozumiecie. Lubisz moją bezczelność? No możesz nazwać to bezczelnością. Ja wolę nazywać to bezpośredniością, żyłką do interesów. Czy czymś takim.
You know it is forbidden for me.
I've come about that...
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them and the soldiers who were taking it.
Aye. But they weren't planning to...
Horsons.
Oh, they're still at the sawmill, as far as I know. I managed to sneak in among them.
Doesn't matter. We'll tie the bastards behind the horses and drag them here. My Christ, that's your mission accomplished then. You're one of us from now on. Here, take our Laugh and you know what? I think you should get paid.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real idiot. Moses, did you hear? Henry found that damn document for us.
And what about the deserters?
I'll take care of them, don't you worry.
And what now?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like you too, Henry.
As you command, sir.
Long live the pro. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Most
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also... I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint.
Every creature is beautiful and noble, for Allah created them thus.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want.
But I fucking do. So come on.
Now, why not?
That's the spirit.
Careful, friend. Winning money.
Raz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mamy to.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. These ones here. Like this. Damn it. They're yours, lad.
No chyba tyle, no nie będziemy kontynuować.
Aye, that'll do. These ones here.
Oczywiście.
That'll do me. Roll. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
No i on teraz wygra. $600. Nie, 100. Tak, słyszałem. Wieści z internetu nie uchodzą obok mnie. Chociaż się tym specjalnie nie interesowałem. O, skucha. Chociaż się tym specjalnie nie interesowałem, to i tak do mnie dotarły te wieści. Dobra, kończmy to.
My God.
Shit. How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. And now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out,
out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight! And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the humans.
He has been stabbed. Tut's bezeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here.
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
That never would have occurred to me.
Don't make me mad. If your men have done their sentry...
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry.
All right. You search this place.
Right now?
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me.
Fine. Good. So, Churchan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't... I'd like to hear any...
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning, and let's...
Have you lost your... If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Kuman rabble in the hope that... We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have... You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go...
All right.
What do you fucking mean, rest? Huh?
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Yeah, Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow. Why would anyone throw away a lockpick here? Could it be I'm not the only one looking to make mischief here? Someone washed off some blood here. Right.
Did you...
I searched the place on all fours.
Fuck! What are you trying to tell? Let's hope Churchan can tell us something. Come on, let's...
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been...
What?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him. He took one of his pagan potions and...
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. But he could not be more...
How dare you! Calm down, sir. Go.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. But what was not usual was that he started...
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice.
You are probably right.
How come you even have wine here? You keep...
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their... It is not all that common in my country. I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always... shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here. But Chetan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my...
So? He's in league with someone...
With one of the half-wits here?
Are you sure you're not...
I beg your...
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you.
But who could have poisoned the wine, then?
Shut your mouth, Henry.
Might I say a word about...
You can be glad you're not in...
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring... We won't leave this place until we clear this up.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you...
But, sir...
Silent! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal... And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? And talk.
Well, sir, I'm just a common villager. I don't know, but I'd say Musa is up to his ears in... But you won't just...
Could I look on while an innocent man... If I can't let that happen, then... That's what I'd like to... We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard, and if that's true, and Grozov brings him here...
You really don't...
How could I?
But Grozov...
And there's no way I can get to him, but...
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening. You have to get rid of the guard somehow.
All right.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all...
How much time do we...
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's and Henry.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Stop, you bastard!
But Katz himself sent me.
Then you'll have to shout out the message.
Huh. What are you...
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician. You wouldn't...
I heard someone was threatening Musa. But you didn't hear it from me.
Mother of God! Why do I...
Look, why don't you go for a walk or something?
You might be on...
Henry?
What? No, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it.
I truly appreciate that. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to...
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna... Did Chetan...
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as...
What happened?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table, then I gave him some wine to drink soon after.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka.
What about that wine?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived. so that I could not.
He poured it away when it could have helped us.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Perhaps.
Where was
a bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. Catherine.
Catherine?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan, the wine must have been poisoned.
All right.
I have done some thinking about that. The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has... If we discover what poison was used on Chertan...
How can we...
That is not hard. I examine the dead body. I find the symptom. That is... I would.
And could I help you? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make...
Excellent, my friend. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan. You must remember, in the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poison. You can read, I hope.
Aye.
Excellent. The chest is locked. But I...
Right. What, you'd be long gone before Brosaf.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. And even if I did get away by some...
Okej. Sprawa jest gęstsza niż myślałem, no. Ktoś coś tutaj porobił brzydkiego.
Right. Holy Mary, Mother of God. He looks a bit... I can't see anything strange here. I suppose the murderer surprised him. He coughed up some blood, all right. But, some poisons are so strong that the body tries to Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails in? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. Completely rigid, just like the arms. But I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? I've heard... That'll have to... He threw up on himself, he had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hand, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or I mustn't forget anything.
Miód pitny? O kurde, no. Dobra rzecz. Ponownie do ciebie będę pochwał Pana, gdyż to cud, że jeszcze żyje. Żadnego ciało wysycha mi się, coś nie mam ten. Pocałunek śmierci, zapamiętajcie, to do tego najbardziej pasuje.
Right. That's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Pocałunek śmierci.
I read that book. What do you mean? The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. But if you think the symptoms, are you sure it was that poison?
Absolutely certain.
All right. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to...
I'll search the tents of everyone who somehow can...
Wait a moment.
Of course.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing, but I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone... I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder. Of course, it is all... People have just been sitting around for months here.
Well, that's a good...
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing what I'm told to do.
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. Who?
All right.
I knew it! I could tell straight away.
You're pleased? Aren't you?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life?
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse because I am a total coward. I would be very happy to get away from here. And perhaps, so I think it will be best.
You know nothing.
In this conversation,
I better go and search.
Good luck.
O matko.
Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Ugh, just a broom. Ugh, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to.
No to chyba już wiemy kto, nie? Szybko poszło. To tak nie działa. Dałabyś sobie radę. Ja nie gryzę, ja połykam w całości. Od razu. Nawet bez przerzucia.
Was it you who found... I need to ask you... I don't know no... You really didn't see anything? You're standing there... Are you deaf? No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't Well, what's possible?
It's possible we...
Oh, Christ.
No! We'd have noticed if anything happened there.
What did you do when you...
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do.
Crow?
Aye, if it wasn't for him, Chetan would have bled...
There were two of you.
Him. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen. The things I've seen. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've...
How did you...
We heard yelling, so we went to take... And there was Chetan.
Szefu śpi? Szefie, sprawa jest.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Grozov doesn't strike me as a keen reader. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with kiss of death. Or was he?
Dobra, zobaczymy co będzie. Jakby tamten gość miał składniki do pocałunku śmierci, no to chyba bardziej się nie da. Lecimy z tematem.
That fast? Go and find some more evidence. So Steve.
Aha. Czyli muszę. To nieważne, że znalazłem już dowody. Muszę poszukać... Naprawdę?
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
Czyli tam coś opuściłem jeszcze w tym namiocie jednym. Tylko co? Witam, Wings.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nie wiem, czy mogę teraz po prostu kliknąć go, żeby skipnęło? Jakby zrobiłem już wszystko, co mogłem.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Right. That fast? Go and find.
Naprawdę będę musiał 2 dni czekać?
Give you help, sir.
O, jeden wystarczył. O, jest Ścibor. Witaj, Ścibor.
Right. My word, you're bristling with confidence. In the meantime...
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly.
Spoko, Hopeless. To jest kolejna rzecz, która nas łączy. Także piąteczka tutaj dla ciebie. I się nie przejmuj. W życiu trzeba być szczęśliwym. Trzeba się kochać takim, jakim się jest. I tyle. A nie przejmować się. No chyba, że chcesz. To inna rzecz.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time.
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce...
Musa is in it. Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't.
Let him speak then. I'm sure. Tell me, lad.
Sir, people don't murder each other for no reason. They murder mostly for revenge. You can ask everyone in the camp.
But if it was...
To był chyba Wrona.
Chertan was killed by our corporal. Stephen.
What?
Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both...
Nobody asked... But... And start at the beginning.
Crow crept up on Chertan in the night and tried to kill him. And others would no doubt have ended the same, because Crow...
What bilge? I've known the man for years.
He made it all up.
I don't need any proof. Crow is the murderer.
You just know, do you? How convenient. So, the next time you have some... What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink.
It seems someone...
Crow helped carry Chertan. He must have poured it down...
Sir Musa?
No, sir. It was not even possible.
Ha! Even if that happened to be...
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill...
You fucker! I don't...
That's it. I've heard all I need to know.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallop.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it needs.
You whoresons! To hell with you!
You can hardly stand, arsehole.
Dziabnął go.
Well, Lord Stieberitz, I'd say we've cleared everything up.
True. Get rid of the body outside the camp. And I apologize to you.
My head will remain on my shoulder.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. So
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the camp. Under these circumstances...
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where your inaction brought us. I will take command for the moment.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I can. I will live in the royal tent.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer.
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier.
Have I got time to stop by the baths?
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip...
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Czemu tu w ogóle krowa stoi? Nawet nie mój pies będzie mi przeszkadzał. Jezu, jak tam się kurwa dostać? Pierdole. Górą trzeba? Nie, pewnie też nie. Dobra, wyjdę po prostu z obozu i pójdę dookoła. O ile wyjdę z obozu, bo tu nie wyjdę.
Good to see you.
It's happening.
At last,
Tell Zizka everything.
I will.
May God give you help, sir.
All right. The son of the deserters. Traitor. I still can't believe the crowd betrayed us. What?
Nah, don't worry about it.
In any case, the company's missing a corporal now. You may be new, but you've been a real help. Say yes.
It'll be an honor.
You can stick the sir where the sun don't shine. You must know by now. Well, let's leave it be now. Right, Corporal. Order the men to get...
Aye, sir.
Said let's...
Szkoda go będzie zabijać, jeśli do tego dojdzie. Pewnie do tego dojdzie. Jakby w porządku ziomeczek. On po prostu jest po złej stronie względem nas, no można powiedzieć.
Just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving birth to such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Paul was done with it.
Tak. Bez żadnego tego? Aha, on żyje.
You fucking traitor.
Calm down, or you'll faint.
What now?
Go.
What?
Get lost.
You think I'm going to forgive you for this?
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I did what I had to do.
Are you trying to convince me?
You don't understand. This is about...
So? This isn't over, lad. Got that?
What the fuck are you doing? You let him go! What the fuck was that?
What, cats?
What's the matter with you?
It just doesn't seem right.
Not people, trust me. You'll sleep by the way. Brabant has already brought up his...
What are they like?
Well...
Yeah,
to the top.
Okej, mamy broń. Znaczy, bombardę.
Seems like we poked a hornet's nest with that amp.
We did. And that means...
Another reason not to stick around there.
Well, we're in luck. Ada's just returned from a scouting mission.
And what about Brabant's men?
I just don't trust them somehow. but I'll admit that Frenchman surprised me. Then
We'll see how they fare.
indeed we will. Get ready.
What awaits?
A short but nonetheless things go to fight, so prepare well.
I'm ready.
Good. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you.
I'm not drinking, but once we have von Berghoff locked...
No. To chyba mamy coś, czym dzisiaj zakończę streamem, czyli walkę. Po podboju tej twierdzy myślę, że to będzie dobry moment, żeby zakończyć. Czyli będziemy po 21, czyli idealnie. O ile to wszystko pójdzie tak gładko, jak ja myślę, czyli bum, bombarda, Berghoff, śmierć, koniec. Wszyscy się poddają. To tak przecież będzie, nie?
So I say him, what do you expect? Where do you drink like fish? Fish are not able to...
Na razie, Patryk, na razie.
No.
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to...
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Berghoff won't stay in Mel... before dawn.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinnock. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that guy.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the yard.
Yes, but in the guard detail.
Well, I believe I might be of a...
You've already helped quite enough, friend.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed us such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I...
Is that so, Baron?
Oui. If I have a few strong...
All right. Kubienka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our ass. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them... We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack. Make a racket. In short, anything that will... You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out.
And the rest will go like... Malashov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
A już tam byłem.
It's well fortified. It's got a moat, two gates...
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret...
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better.
Damn. That'll be as hairy...
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out...
God willing, he'll be sleeping like...
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after...
Any place better.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter of Pisek will be delighted to...
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially... Any questions?
Everything is...
Glad. Pitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Mal...
Kurwa.
Nawet się mu wyszczać nie dał.
Fuck?
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them?
Torch the village.
No prisoners.
Mhm.
Wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down...
What of it? Can't you carry out a
I don't know if...
Listen, Von Bergau's in that fortress full of men. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have...
I won't murder innocent...
What? Do you have kin in...
This is the way my family was killed.
Kurva, this is a war, and this is our plan for getting So if you want to do it your way, fine. You want to be a commander too? I can't guarantee you.
I can't give you any guarantee.
I don't need one. If your fucking minds, stop it. You crazy? You give us away? Surprise!
Henry, what's got into you? Don't kill him!
I'm just kidding! Ha! Fuck! Trzymaj się swojej kości! Well, well. The bastard taught the devil to dance. So you won. The stronger dog fucks the bitches. We'll let the turnip pullers live. I hope you know what you're doing. Let none of our fine fellows fall instead of the few damn peasants. Because that'll be all your fault. What you gaping at? You never seen a man get his ass kicked before? We'll do it the youngsters' way. The boring way. Leave him, let him be. Muster up. We'll go round the village to get to Zizka. Nice and quietly.
No. Powiedzie się bez grabienia i palenia. Po prostu wybijemy wszystkich, no i tyle, nie?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disagreement.
This is your plan?
What of it? We're at war.
There's innocent...
Do you think I don't know?
Witam, Baksik.
Them than us. They'd run for the woods before we started anyway.
Are you serious?
Sei mich poche, Freund. Sei mich poche.
It is the law of God. We are at war here, not those peasants.
Fuck this.
Nie uśnij? Dlaczego mam usnąć? Po prostu się wczuwam, słucham co mówią.
It's too late to go back now. But that fortress is still...
There's another way. I'll take care of the first gate. You'll have...
Fine, Henry. You've made... But if any of us die today because of you, I'll gut you. Fuck. It's almost your time.
Skąd mogłem wiedzieć?
It's still dark.
I'll go with...
I appreciate it, but this is...
Easy, father. We're trying not to die.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
To jest taka gra, wiesz, Baksik. Ona jak ma swoje tempo i trzeba się do niego przyzwyczaić.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry.
And then we'll storm...
I understand.
Exactly.
Good luck, fella.
Czekaj, jestem ptaszka? Nie, no tak do niego tylko powiedział.
Are you mad?
Let's go, fellas.
Whatever, but not now.
Poza tym on powiedział do Boguty to, nie do Ziszki. Ojcze, bo Boguta jest de facto księdzem, nie?
That is a good place. There? Really? Yeah, there. Neckarfrey and do it already.
Yeah. Just a moment.
Wiem, ja nie powinienem przeklikiwać, ale już trochę... Chcę już skończyć zrobię tą grę. Ja po prostu czytam te dialogi. Będę wam je skracał. Moim komentarzem, mam nadzieję, że wam wystarczy. Dwóch ich tu jest. To się nie uda.
attacking the castle! Shoot us to the walls!
Wyjmij ten miecz, kurwa, kretynie! Ja pierdolę. Nie skapnęli się. To nie jest, że mi się przejadło. Tylko struktura tej gry już mnie zaczyna nudzić. Okej, nie zadziałało.
Hey? I heard something. Did I imagine it? I must be mad. Fuck it.
Aha. Ale gówno. Oskryptowane gówno, bo podszedłem. Dobra, teraz to już podwójnie jestem zirytowany tą grą.
Now just to open that gate.
Cover! Get behind the wagon!
Ała.
Take cover! Shoot! Shoot now! Strike them down! Don't retreat! I can't shoot through you!
Aha, czemu nie dostał?
take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time! They're all out of time! Let's go.
Forward! To the top!
Ale będę teraz tylko się przebić przez wszystkich do Bergowa, nie?
Let's go, quick! Forward! Forward!
Hey! You're over here! We're jumping him in there!
That one hit the mark. Shoot you! Yeah, good. Help me with this bastard. Come on. Nicely done. Come on, see. Let's see what you made of. You're pissing them off. Shoot you an extra asshole. I'll shoot your head off.
Nie możemy wejść, okej, trzeba wszystkich wybić. A, czyli już. Żyjesz?
Make me fucking teeth rattle.
Because you're out of your fucking mind. Fuck off! And while you're at it, fuck each other.
Come on, Henry. Niczego, fast.
Hey, fuck it. We have all the time in the world. We'll wait for the Hungarian cavalry to show up from the camp.
Hey, Blacks.
You What will we do now?
Everything's
Von Berghoff is holed up in the tower.
We'll have to parley with him.
No, we must withdraw.
No way! We're going to have a nice little talk with the... Hey, you! Up there in the tower!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what Von Berghoff...
Fuck all! He's trapped!
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you...
Ah! Would you give me... I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to... Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
That's possible, Otto. But anyone who comes to help you is going to have a... You'll be burnt to a crisp before Sigismund's...
Are we really getting it?
We still have your finger of God. Perhaps we could repay you your kindness at Nabokov.
Ha! I doubt it. You don't have enough gunpowder for that. And I think that would cause great discomfort for Lady Rosa here.
Sir Hans? Henry?
Unbelievable! You really want to threaten us with a hostage? Where is your honor as a nobleman, Sir Otto?
It is you who are threatening me. You have attacked the castle, and now you're putting this young woman of noble birth, who's here on a visit, in danger.
Are you sure this is worth...
Damn it!
And we don't have time. I'm gonna try something. My! You are feeling quite self-confident, Lord, but as you've already heard, of course, that is if you think it's a better solution than surrendering to...
After all, might do more good for our king than fucking around with a ransom for one I'm talking about you!
I agree. Attacking there's no other way than to try torching it and hope they'll crawl up.
Hey, Otto! Men, get pitch, axes and firewood.
Jesus! Mary, Mother...
Have you gone mad? Do you want to have a lady's death on your conscience? Rudhard's daughter!
You've given us no other choice!
Henry, no! You swine! Who do you think you are?
Enough! Stop it! Do you hear me, Pirkstein?
Indeed it does.
Can you give me any...
Why, of course. No.
Your word?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. You're dead, boy.
Ha! How sincere. But yes, I can trust you.
Fine. But what will it be, Lord von Burkhoff? You can flatter the devil all you want.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the... On the contrary. By becoming allies, we can all gain. And very well, we are...
No, coś mi się to nie wydaje, to będzie jakaś kombinacja.
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in the Barkov how things would turn out?
Come on. Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing. The way that Brabant loaded Łasce, it nearly blow his French ears off. It is wonder that fops survive it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost the king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, get ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
Rozjebało. Faktycznie. Okej. Program DLS Swapper. Wiesz co? To jest wszystko dobry pomysł i nawet bym to zrobił, nie? Tylko jedna rzecz. Ja chcę wam gry pokazywać takie, jakie są, a nie takie, jak mogą być. Więc... no nie chcę takich rzeczy tutaj wrzucać. Bo to by zmieniło jakby pogląd na tą grę. I na każdą inną. A mi zależy na tym, żebyście po prostu widzieli, jakie te gry są na premierę. Taki trochę, wiecie, dziennikarski obowiązek, że tak powiem. Nie wiem czemu, Henryczku, nie chciałeś pójść. Mogłeś się spokojnie w Suchodolu skampić. Także o ile rozumiem z punktu technicznego, dlaczego miałbym to zrobić i dlaczego by się to opłacało, o tyle po prostu dla czystej transparentności nie chcę tego jakby robić. Super. No i po co?
Go fuck yourself. Hey, get him! Show what. Take that. That was something.
What are you?
You're not. You wanna try me?
Tak, wszyscy naraz mnie bijcie, no.
You fucker!
I'm all.
Wow. Ale mnie porobili. Zobaczymy, co tutaj się będzie działo. To jest ostatnia rzecz, jaką dzisiaj robimy. Czemu śpisz?
I'm not sure what to think of Malashov.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their head, and if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just...
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do it. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically, and believe me, that's exactly what we're doing.
So, I'm back.
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up.
No pewnie, że jutro, no. No to czekamy.
I agree.
Is von Berg...
You came at the right time.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Berghoff. Despite the circumstance...
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are...
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay.
No, tak robię, no. Chcę po prostu skończyć ten wątek.
Being a bit too welcoming.
Just what I was. Fuck that! bollocks. He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to school. It'd be quicker if I just...
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? We had first-hand experience of various methods in the Trotsky dungeon, didn't we?
Curva, lad, that's not a bad idea. You know what? I'll tear out the last few...
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked to me took Malashov. So, a nice coat.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to...
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the question.
Really? And what a shame. I am a pragmatic man. And I'm sure we can work something out. But late...
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything.
Well, he's right, though. He is one of six.
You're buying that. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here.
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army.
So it's... I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic... If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still... Although... I expect you people have no idea of the situation.
Oh. What's it?
In the shit, Lord. So... A sensible person should see... Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message.
Exactly.
I think it is time...
I always knew you were nothing more than a...
Call it what do you like.
What do you say?
Well,
Lord Capon will be only too pleased to hear what Lord von
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I have only... What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, and it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the...
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the...
Naturally. And together we can...
I'm all ear.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal... If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able...
We're supposed to...
The most secure place in...
Of course! And while you're there, Lord Pisek, as the former mint master, you must surely know of some...
There is no way. The court...
Really? What about tunneling in? There are...
That's total... There might be some passageway leading there, but no. Besides, they might collapse it.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk.
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from...
God?
Oh. Pardon me, milady.
Not all young noblewomen devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plan. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
What about Ulrich Vavak? If we threaten him a little, he might help us.
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. You'll need it to get to the silver. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that sycophant of Sigismund's.
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead, Lord Pisek?
Christian? He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mint Master's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very...
A papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest, after all.
You're right. Jesus, get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
While the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate.
To jest.
That's true, milady.
Co mnie tak porobiło pod koniec streama? Witam, Anet, witam. Nie chciałem gadać, bo widzisz, wycisza się gra, kiedy mówię.
I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
Zizka's right. You're safe here.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Roothard Palace. You want Roothard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
Okej. Dobra, Ale tutaj kończymy, moi drodzy. Dzięki za uwagę. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało, że jeszcze się wam Henryczek nie znudził, chociaż po wyświetleniach raczej się znudził. No ale trudno. Dokończymy go dla samego faktu dokończenia. Znaczy, ja chcę wiedzieć, gdzie ta historia pójdzie, czy ten... Tylko, że ja mam wrażenie, że z każdym krokiem do przodu jakby ta ekipa jest 2 kroki do tyłu. Także... No ja nie wiem, kiedy zobaczymy litery końcowe. No ale w końcu kiedyś zobaczymy. A jutro... jutro to jest stream, na który polecam przyjść wszystkim. I nawet zastanawiam się, czy go nie rozreklamuję tym jakąś informacją na społeczności i tak dalej. Może dotrze to do większej ilości osób, może to kogoś zainteresuje. To na razie. I cześć, spokojnej nocy wam życzę.